Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I got a nice one for us today. This is a brand new lantern, never been fired. I just put some fuel in it. This is from March of '99. This is the 639B. There are some C's out there. I think that was it. I think the C's was the last. But yeah, never been fired. All the way from 1999. So I figured we'd open up today and see how bright this model is. I do like the globe. I like the beveled. Nice and clean. Give it a wipe down. It's always amazing to find lanterns never been fired. You know, you think it would be, and why, you know, they're rare. But if you go online and look, there's a lot of lanterns that never been fired. But this is a kerosene model, as if you could tell by the front of it. Underneath the Coleman label, it said kerosene. It came with this little guy to get up in here and squirt it in there. So we'll give it a shot, because the one I have is just straight on. This is kind of nice to be able to go in here and rotate. Once I run out of the oil in that super oil container, I'll put a bendy on that and turn that into a the preheat cup for alcohol. But we got a instructions. No, I don't think didn't come with the mantle, but I always keep singles of ones I get that I don't use. Here's, oh, it's right here. So I'll look and see if we, that'd be too small. So don't have the OEM, but I do have aftermarket. We're gonna try this one. They shrink up, so I think this will sit right. So we'll try it. If not, we can try a couple different ones till we figure out which one we like. But you know, to be honest with you, I never read the instructions, but I was almost wondering if they put it in here, the size of the mantle. It should be, oh, the 1111. Okay, 1111. That's what it says. Cool. But I figured we light this up. I've had it for a little bit. Don't get a chance to do many kerosene light ups. I just don't have that many. If I come across them and it's a good price, I'll pick one up. But yeah, this one was a pretty good deal. That's why I got on it. And you know, $6.39. It's not one of your commons. And this is made in the US. See, if I read it long enough, it even tells you which mantle to use right here. So, oh no, she's just dry. She's just dry, so. Throw a little oil on that shaft here. Nice. I think we'll be able to work with that. Check for leaks. Nope. Everything's quiet. It's late, so I'm not going to do coffee, but cheers. I'm on this peach tea kick. Not too bad. So, with these kerosene, it's kind of, you gotta almost think backwards in a way if you're used to only dealing with Coleman fuel, because you gotta deal with the preheat cup. But where a lot of people mess up is they fill that preheat cup before they light the mantle. So you gotta, this may look a little big, but trust the process. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys around. Alright. Make sure it's where we want it. Okay. That's a couple of videos I haven't had my torch here. You get used to a torch and how much flame output it gives. That's how you know you got some clean vents. Almost there. We can get a little yeah, I got some. Hope everybody's having a good week. It's Wednesday. We made it halfway. That should be good. What's nice about alcohol is you just, you don't have to get a lighter to try to reach, like even these little torches, just a little, there we go. I see it going now. See if we can dim this. Let that, turn that fuel into a vapor. Kerosene has a different flash point, so that's why the use of a preheater cup is required. I love firing things up for the first time. We're both experiencing this for the first time. Have lit other kerosene lanterns, but not something like this new. And even though it's from '99, most stuff is just older stuff. 236, 237. Still got half a cup preheater cup. It's one of those things, just don't rush. These things are great, but if you're, rushing it and you mess up your preheat stage, and then you're gonna have to restart the stage, and it could probably be frustrating. But just take your time and getting close. I usually want to wait until all the alcohol is almost burnt up, like right now. And there we have it. You just watch that preheat cup, and it's bubbling, it's burning, and as soon as it gets right down to the bottom of that, for the first fire up, we had no black smoke, no soot, very nice and clean. I'm going to actually raise you up a little bit, because here we go, maybe a little bit more. don't know if I told you guys before, but I film these videos in 4K, so if you're able to watch it in 4K, make sure you go into the settings tab, the gear icon on the bottom of your screen there, and switch it over from either 1080 or, I am filming in 4K. I still see just a little bit of alcohol. There it goes, and it just went out. It hasn't hiccup or anything. I'm gonna put some more pumps into it. That's all. Just 3-4 additional pumps. Very cool. 639B. First light up. How you see it is how I got it. Came in that case. Don't have a box for it, unfortunately. Beauty of the lantern. So you got to figure out what, if you're buying a lantern for a specific reason, make sure you look into it. So like this model, there is an on and off on this. That's it. There's no high, there's no low. It's on and off. So if you're in a place where you need a lot of light, then one of the either a big single mantle or a real nice double mantle would be good. But if you're working in an area where you might not need that much light, look into like a 200 size frame, a 200A, that size frame. 288. Some people, they need a lot of light, so it's basically, what do you want to run? Do you want to run white gas, unleaded fuel, or kerosene? And then from there you got to figure out, okay, well, I only want to run kerosene. Then kind of look at which model you want to go from there, because they make tons of different single mantles. For me as a collector, not only do I like collecting these, but I like collecting all sorts of lanterns. Not only propane lanterns, but kerosene, white gas, alcohol. No matter what it runs on, we have that marine stove that runs on alcohol, super cool. You got the, all your small stuff like this one, or, a lamp. And yeah, they do all the same thing. They produce light, but it's where you're taking it. So if I was taking it somewhere like super, super cold, then I probably wouldn't want to maybe use a propane. I wouldn't want to do a propane. You got to look at what temperatures do propane freeze up. Maybe you have to use a liquid fuel. Maybe it's like, nope, I got to use white gas. Or I'm sure everybody has seen the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. Great channel. Family channel. And he talks about every trip he goes out, why he's using that stove or that type of fuel, what's based on what works well for him. That way it doesn't freeze up. Last episode I watched, he took out a MSR stove, and I think he used just regular gasoline unleaded. Alright, let's take it outside and see what it looks like. Super bright. Friends, thanks for hanging out as we did a first light on this 639B. Very cool lantern. Glad I was able to show you guys. Love finding like hidden gems, as I call them. Love finding these out in the wild, and never know what you're going to find or what year you're going to find it. So we just passed 26 years. So for 26 years this sat hidden in a case. You could tell it just how clean it was, you know, it wasn't getting dusty or anything. So that's what I like about those cases, is even when a box fails, those cases most time will protect the lantern. So thanks for hanging out, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.